This is a training video of the Duplo DC1060 Collator tower. Now, your towers may say 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. That usually depends on the booklet maker that it's working with. This one happens to be working with a 5,000 booklet maker, so it says 5,000 on it. Alright, we're going to actually go into your modes today and your different options. Now in this settings here, you have up and down, that's your count, how it counts. You have your speed, up or down, and then you have modes. Now with your modes here, it's going to give you direction on which direction you want to go, whether you want it to go into a rear exit stacker, feed out the rear of the tower, or feed out the front of the tower into the booklet maker, or stacker, whichever you have in the front. Now direction is simple as pushing this button here. Now you can change forward or back as long as this tower is still a master tower, but once you change both of these to the rear, they both stick that way, and you would have to go to the back tower and change them back. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and go on to program modes. That's your first one here. Now program modes, basically what it does is, say you have a thick cover stock, 100 pound or a 10-point chrome coat cover. It's going to feed that bin. That bin's going to run out before the inside pages will. So what they've done here is they've made it to where if you push the program button over, you can actually set up both top bins as your cover feeding. And you can put a stack in the top in number 1 and a stack in number 2. And what you would do there is it would feed the top one with the inside pages, and when that one runs out of paper, it would lower down and the number 2 would raise up, and you could it would start feeding the cover stock out of it, giving you time to go ahead and fill up your top bin. Usually by that time that you run out on your second bin number 2, you should pretty much have to add paper to the rest of your tower. We're going to go ahead and set it back to where it was at. Our next setting is block mode. Now as you can see, there's 4 dots, 4 squares. We only have 2 towers here. If we had 3 towers, we could actually change to third mode, but in this case we can only change half, which would split your towers into 10 and 10. So if you have a 10-page job, you can run 10 pages in the front, in the front tower, and 10 pages in the back tower, which basically you would, when the front tower runs out of paper, it would switch to the back tower. And then you could load up the front tower, and when the back tower runs out of paper, the front tower would raise the bins up and start feeding again, and the bins would lower back down again in the back, and you could load it up again. Now you have auto change here or regular change. Okay, what that means is that if your pages run out, your bins are automatically going to change on auto. Your bins will lower down to the front tower, back tower will raise up, and it'll start feeding without having to hit the start button again, the run button. But if you have it on change, every time you run out of paper, you would have to come over here and hit the run button again. That is good for if you're running at 3,000 an hour and you're trying to keep up on the end of your booklet maker on the conveyor and box those books coming out. You could actually finish clearing off your extended conveyor there, putting the books in the box, and then come on over here and hit the start button again, giving you enough time to reload your front tower. And by the time you're done reloading your front tower, you can go down to your extended conveyor there, and it would be filled up again. You can get started on your books again. Most people we recommend auto. Most people prefer auto. Now you do have quarter here. Again, we do not have 1/3 because we don't have 3 towers. But this sets it up 5, 5, 5, and 5. So you would have 5 pages on the top, 5 pages on the bottom, 5 pages on the top on the second tower, and 5 pages on the bottom on the second tower. Now this button would actually change where you would want to go ahead and start running from. And this is good for if you notice that some of your pages are backwards in the stacks that you put in there and you have to fix that really quick. You could just go down to the second set of 5 and it would start running. And when it would start running in there, you would have enough time to fix whatever issues you were having with the top set of bins. Now we're going to go to cover inserter. Now cover inserter, not many people use it. This is mainly for your stacker, and what it does is you have different setups here. As you can see, this is just regular setting. Alright, this middle setting is basically it'll put a cover in between every 3 books you have. It'll feed another cover. Basically those are sets, those lines, so you would have like 3 sets in between each cover, and it would just do 1 cover. Or it could run 2 covers for you and then run the set through in between it. And that's basically if you're doing collating with colored pages, you got a blue page or gold page as the top one, and you want to make sure that it gets one of those every so many sets. You would have like 3 sets there, and it would run one single one in, and then run 3 sets, and then run another single one in. Or like on this one here, it would run 2 of those covers in, then run 3 sets, and then run 2 of those covers in, and then run 3 sets. That's just basically for collating options only. And you could put in a count here. And that would set the quantity that you're running. Again, this is not something a lot of people use, but it is there if you want to use it. Now we're going to go back to exit options or main menu. If you need to go back, you can just hit main menu, or you can hit options. And in our next video, we'll be going over the option functions of your tower. This video is being done by LCE Graphics. If you have any questions, feel free to call. Thank you.